Good day everyone, my name is James Pasaporte and I am the first supporter of the Group 3, Chapter 3, and our topic is the sources of credit. So, first is, there are things to discuss. What are the things to discuss? First is, factors in considering in choosing a credit sources. Second is the advantages and disadvantages of each sources. And third is the financial intermediaries. So what is credit sources? So according to my research, according to Physics Walla and Wikipedia, in the context of credit and collection, a sources of credit refers to any entity or institution that provide funds, extend credits, or to individuals or businesses. So these sources can be classified into different categories based on their nature and function. So in short, the credit of sources is gigikanan ng utang para kanino is para sa mga individuals or sa mga businesses. So I give you the example of sources of credit because there are lots of different kinds of sources of credit. First is the commercial banks. So when we say commercial banks, these are the traditional banks that are prominent sources of credit, offering loans, credit cards, and lines of credit to customers. So example is the BPI, China Bank, RCBC, PNB, and BDO. So we're so familiar about these banks, and these banks they offer credit, offering loans and credit cards, the line of credits to the customers to their customers. Yeah. So next is the credit union. So when we say credit union, these are the member-owned institution that provides low-interest loans. Example is the Card Mutual Benefit Association and the Pag-ibig Fund. So the credit union issues you should be the one of their members, and then as a group, they offered loan with the low interest na lamang sa iyo na grupo. So next is the government agencies. So when we say government agencies, syempre sakop siya ng government. So these are the Development Bank of the Philippines. We all know that DBP is part of the is under the government agencies. And for example, they offered special financing and programs such as business loans and for housing loans. So an example na ni is small businesses. An example ng program is the Small Businesses Puhunan Loan Program provides affordable financing for microfinance and medium enterprises. So this kind of program is specifically offered sa mga small businesses like Puhunan Balitaw. So ang maka-avail lang ini is yon mga yanginhanglan gayud nan sa mga microfinance, sa mga small business enterprises. So next is the private lenders. So when we say the private lenders, it includes individuals, organizations that lend money often at high interest rates. For example, in Asia Link, Finance Corporation, Imlo Willier Loans, and 5-6 lenders. So in mga lenders is private, they are not under non-government. So kay private man sila, usually they offer high interest rates. For example, we're very familiar about the 5-6 lenders. So when we say 5-6 lenders, mutang ka ng 500, mabayad ka ng 600. Kikan sagod din sa mga private lenders. That is why dako an iya interest rate. So next is the supplier and vendors. So supplier and vendors provide trade credit, allowing business to purchase goods or credit on or services on credit terms. So for example, in buy now and pay later. Yabitan when we say utang bayad. For example, muutang ka na ay and then ibaligya mo siya. So pag mahalin, ugsa pa ka mo bayad. So that is the example of supplier and vendors. Next is the credit cooperative. So sa credit cooperative, member-based organization that provide loans to their members. For example, in Tagum Cooperative, Paglaom Multi-Purpose Cooperative, and next is the First Community Cooperative. So this cooperative, from the word itself, cooperative, isa ka mo ka organization, isa ka mo ka grupo, which is sa iyo grupo, kamo mismo ang maghatag ng loan, kinahanglan ma-member ka mo na yon. So an example is in Tagum Cooperative. Pero in order na appeal ka na ay in order na maka avail ka na din ila loans is you should be a member na ay nan na grupo. So my last pa, the microfinance institution. So it offers small loans especially to entrepreneurs and small businesses. For example, an ASA Philippines Foundation, CARD, o ganyan Rafi na microfinance. So we are very familiar about these kind of institutions. For example, an ASA Philippines, di ba? An ASA Philippines is they are known sa pag-loan bali daw. So kay known sila sa pagpa-loan. Yan example gina background check ka na nila, especially gina offer sila ng dagko depende sa imo income, depende sa imo pasingdan ng imo loan. For example, negosyante ka, so nganhi makahatag sila depende sa gitawag bitaw na CI. And next is, so sa first topic na to is the factors in considering choosing a credit sources. So when choosing a credit sources, it is important to consider various factors, such as factors to ensure you select the most suitable and cost-effective option. So sa factors daw in considering choosing credit sources, as mangutangay, as yung hinahanglanan financial, so dili lang kita magpataka ang pagpangutang. So for kinahanglan na nato isab studyhan kung hain kita mo muutang or unay mga terms and conditions. So first yay ginatan-awon gid nato, first is the interest rate. So compare rates from different lenders to find the most affordable options. So why it is very important an interest rates, of course you also consider that about sa makabayad ba ka o di ba ka lugi kung dako idabaan interest rates, di sa yung utang ko lang diretso without knowing na an interest rates is very dakadako, so mabutan time base hindi ka kabayad. Next is the fees and charges. So lenders often charge additional fees such as processing fees, late payments, penalties, and repayment charges. So inisi this kind of charges agad, actually it is, even though it is very necessary kay sagad mga lenders bitaw na offer sila ng additional fees. So you also consider this, tanawon mo na if magbayad ba ka ng ini na mga additional fees is dili ba ka malugi or di ba ka madakan or basin di na ka kabaw, basin dako pa nimo fees and charges kaysa sa imo ya pakinabang sa imo loan or sa imo utang. Next is the loan terms. So my loan terms includes repayment periods and conditions. A shorter loan term maybe have a higher monthly payment and overall interest rates. Yan bitag ang ginatawag na tan-on mo ang mga loan terms. So yan sigad, for example, if mag-avail ka ng loan, yan yung mga terms and conditions kana. So please study sab na yan bago ka mag-avail. And next is the credit limit. Your credit source should provide funds to meet your needs without encouraging unnecessary borrowing. So sa credit limit, you should put a limit sa imo credit. From the word itself, credit limit, put a limit sa imo mga credit. Dili na like magpataka da lamang isab pagpangutang even though sobra na. So basin malubog na kanon yon sa utang. Next is the eligibility requirements. So different lenders have varying requirements including credit sources, home level, and collateral understanding. This ensures you apply to source where you have higher chance of approval. So sa eligibility requirements, of course tanawon mo sabnan yun if eligible ba ka to apply this kind of credit or sa mga loans, tanawon mo na if eligible ba. So next is the reputation of the lender. A lender's reputation reflects their reliability and customer service quality. So of course you also have to check the reputation of the lender for you to know how they communicate with their customers. Of course is basin grabe din sila ka like dili sud sa imo personal na limitation. Next is the approval speed. If you need credit urgently, the speed of approval matters. So of course, why it is very important an approval speed. For example, you are in a hurry, you really need some money, and then nimo ba tangan na bangko is grabe ka grabe ka taas nila pag-approve ng imo mga papers. So what's the point of borrowing if dili mo maabot sa time na imo gusto, na imo kinahanglan an imo money. So of course check mo gyapon na nila approval speed. Next is the repayment option. So why repayment option? Of course need mo i-check ang repayment option if imo tanawon ba if that kind of repayment option is flexible ba siya, dili lang like pataka ko diretso without checking this kind of thing. Because of course it should be suit sab sa imo if ang repayment ba nila is very flexible. What if dili? So ikaw dagyaponan wala alaot. So next is the customer service. And in sa customer service is like you are like very connected balito sa reputation of the lender kay. For example, ang reputation ng lender is dili sila good sa customer services. So of course pag maglong kita check mo ang reputation ng lender mo diretso ko sab sa ila customer service. Kaya ang customer service sagod kana isa sa pinaka importante na like ikaw ang customer gina servan ka ng tadong kinaplaster ba ka. And next is the collateral requirements. So of course you really need to check tan ila. Well, for me personally, better sagod if may collateral for, you know, because when we say collateral, secured man god. So of course check mo na siya if may collateral ba, because there are some utanganan, there are some institutions na they need collateral and some don't wait collateral. So it is very important to check. Okay, so next is the advantages and disadvantages of sources. So of course, if my advantages, you have disadvantages nan utanganan. Una, sa bank ato ikuan. Sa bangko, this kind of credit source maila man nagol lower, and ila advantage is lower interest rates. Of course, secure kay kasagaran sa gud may collateral, offer various loan options. But the disadvantage is the strict requirements, is slow approval process. So an oras ng pag-approve, and then we all know na pag abot sa bangko there are lots of requirements which is very time consuming. And next is the credit union. So when we say the credit union, the advantage of the credit union, it offers lower fees and member focused flexible terms. So and credit union is this kind of credit if you are part of the group, you're part of that circle, maka avail ko ng loans in very low, not very low, pero low siya compared to private institutions. I mean, low siya compared to other credit of sources. Ano yung interest rates, low. But the disadvantages of is membership required limited loan is you cannot loan like bulto balitaw, because even though you are part of the group, even member ka ng group na sa credit union, mag-offer digit sila ng limited na loan. Next is the online lenders. So when we say online lender, as we all know, rampant na kada in social media. So there are some na online damag pa. Sa online mo da mahanap na makautang ka. First is fast approval, convenient application, and flexible check. So when we say fast approval, dali da, very fast nila pag-approve, dili time consuming, they don't have a lot of requirements, and then so they don't have a lot of requirements, and also you can pay through GCash and something like that. And of course the disadvantage is high interest rates and potential for scam. So because online man gud siya, ang mga lenders kana is gahay gid nila interest rates, and this is the very important that we should know na if online, when we say online, and the biggest risk about online man gud is potential for scams, guys. There are lots of as we all know, there are lots of scammers. And next is the government loan. So sa government loan, the advantage is low interest rates, longer repayment terms, support for specific needs. So sa government, we all know na pag under ng government, taas ang repayments, low interest, of course, because they are under sa government. But the disadvantage is the lengthy processes time and strict eligibility of sa government sagod is that they have the requirements of, and they just offered loans to specific sa mga specific pita ng mga tao, like strict kanila eligibility. And then if ever man maka-apply ka sa government loans, they have the like lengthy processing time, good, grabe ka time consuming. There are a lot of requirements. And informal lending. So when we say informal lending, from friends, family, and sino ba na mga kilala mo na. First is the quick access, fewer requirements. For example, mangutang ko sa mga friend, uy, how din pautangan and something, how dan yun. An advantage is dali ida kang makautang, but ang kapalit is sometimes they offered you like high interest rates. Sige, pautangon tao kuman pagka next week baydan mo, but 50% something, how dan yun. And then potential for strained relationship, personalan, magkaaway ka mo, bikil. And next is the supplier and vendor. So this is like a trade credit. Advantage, no immediate cash needed. Trade credits, yeah, of course. First, no immediate cash needed, helps with cash flow, strengthen supplier relationship. Meaning daw kay it's like this is, supplier and vendors is like ang mga tawag na utang bayad bitaw. So mangutang ka, utang now, pay later. Mangutang ka, then ibaligya, mangutang ako, then ibaligya ko na ini, ug sa ko pabayadan. That is the advantage. So disadvantage is limited to businesses purchase, late payments may harm business reputation. So sometimes manggod di disadvantage of ini is, what if kautang ako sa imo and hindi ko dad mabayadan kay tungod wa dayon mahalin. And then limited na sagodan ma-purchase mo nan yon. Like sa isa ka dako na store, mangutang ka nan soriso da, pina-offer sa imo soriso da, hindi ka pwede sa lahi na pagkaon. So next is the financial intermediary. So what is financial intermediary? So when we say financial intermediaries, they are an institution that acts as a bridge between savers and borrowers. So it helps to facilitate the flow of the money of the economy. They collect funds from individuals or businesses with excess money, savers, and lend to those who need funds, which is the borrowers. When we say financial intermediary, when we say intermediary, so aniyagad tapad nga na word is the bridge between. Bridge gauge siya, like a connector. So first, unang mga example ng financial intermediaries. First is the BDO or the Unibank. So ang BDO accept deposits from individual and businesses, then lend money through personal loans, business loans, and mortgages. Next is the Land Bank of the Philippines. So I have 5 examples of financial intermediaries. So next is the Land Bank of the Philippines. Of course, we all know that the Land Bank is the government-owned bank that provide financial services to the farmers. So sa BDO sagod, specifically they lend financial supports to maka-avail gid is kasagaran yung biton mga personal like farmers, fishers, and small businesses, while also accept sila ng mga deposits. And next is the PNB. So ang PNB offers savings and checking accounts, loans, and investment products to individuals and corporations. So the PNB, this kind of financial intermediaries, is not just sa mga individuals but also sa ga-offer sila sa savings and account checkings, loans, and investments sa mga corporations. Next is the GSIS and the SSS. As we all know, the GSIS is the Government Service Insurance System, a financial intermediary for government employee providing life insurance requirements. So GSIS, for example, mga teachers, even though gabayad sila nga ni monthly, ay not totally gabayad, the contribution nila monthly is para daghapon yan sa ila soon for their for their insurance and the retirement benefits. And of course, maka-loan sila same with the GSIS, but the difference lamang sa ila is the GSIS is the semi-government semi-government manggodan SSS. So kung sa GSIS is the mga government employee, sa SSS pwede maka-avail, anyone pwede maka-apply bisan sino sa SSS. So like the SSS manages pension funds for private sectors employees, collecting contribution and using them to provide loans and benefits. So the SSS is they provide benefits gikan sa mga contributions na ginahatag sa mga member. So that's all guys. Thank you for listening.